Alright, episode 21, The Undertaking. We are 2 episodes away from the ending, and this felt like this should have probably happened sooner. I feel like we could have gotten this build up, probably could have gotten rid of some of those filler episodes that were terrible, but nonetheless, we are here at The Undertaking. So this episode is having Oliver and Diggle amend the fences that they have broken because they are stubborn and hard-headed at times and just cannot get on the same page. You know, they're always butting heads, and now they're just being stubborn and having a feud right now this whole episode. Oliver decides to focus all of his energy on crossing off another name off his list, so he's trying to keep his mind busy, trying to focus on other things. Tommy finally tells Laurel why he broke up with her, telling her that it was basically because Oliver still loves you and that you two should just be together and not even worry about me anymore. So, it doesn't sound like a lot's going on there, but I mean, I guess it's kind of not a lot, but there's a decent amount in here. Anyway, just rambling. We don't want to ramble here. So, this episode got an 89%, and I kind of agree. I'm giving it a B. I don't know if I want to give it a B or a B+. There was a lot of good things in here. There was a few bad things. Some things that just bothered me enough to where I can't give it anything more than what I have it graded at. I can't see myself giving it an A because of the cons that are in it. And the cons, Oliver's identity. Okay, so the opening scene that they have with him taking out these guys is he talks to this guy up front. He can hear his voice. He doesn't have the module voice thing at all. So you can hear him clear as day. And he is so close to Oliver's face. I don't know how this guy doesn't know it's Oliver Queen. I mean, you can see it. There's nothing covering his face. The hood is far enough back where you can see full face. Nothing is obstructed at all. The stupid paint on his face does absolutely nothing. It just makes him look dirty looking. It's not hiding his identity at all. And I just hate how his identity is just not hidden in this episode. There are times where he is talking to people and they should know who he is, and that he is just so up and close talking to these people. Like the guy that he is interrogating to find out where Walter is, he is so up close and personal. How does he not know it's Oliver Queen? He doesn't even change his voice for that part either. So it's just, it's so frustrating that nobody has figured out that it's Oliver the way that he does not conceal his identity. It's very annoying, and it just bothered me so much because he doesn't kill those guys that see him. He just basically knocks them out. What is keeping them from not saying, oh, that's Oliver Queen, he's the hood, go after him, you know? So I don't know if it's because Oliver thinks that he's bulletproof and nobody can stop him, or because so many people have tried at this point that it just seems dumb to go after him. I don't know what it is, but it really just bothered me in this episode. And then Diggle and Oliver being so stubborn. We have already gone through this song and dance already. I do not understand why we are doing it again. You both have a mission, you both have a goal, and it sucked that it took Oliver until he finding out that his mom was lying to him to finally agree with Diggle and tell Diggle that he was right. I do not understand it. You just should have just accepted it right away. You have already gone through this bullcrap already. There is no need to sit there and have this fight again. There are so many other things that are going on. You need to focus on that. We don't need to be focusing on stupid crap. So their stubbornness is just, it was annoying. It wasn't a major con or anything like that. It wasn't like the identity con. It was just something that we've already, like I said, we've already gone through this. Don't need to see it again. Just get over it. amend the fences, and let's get to the point of saving the city. We wasted so much time here, and it all could have been easily been done right away. So, yeah. But some of the pros, I liked Felicity coming out of her comfort zone. I liked when she actually is involved more than just the woman in the chair, you know? She's great at what she does, you know, figuring out, you know, where the money's coming from, or who's supplying who, or where to find anybody, or how to, you know, enter the building the proper, like, her skills are great, but it is nice to see her branch out and do other things, like go undercover. Granted, both times have never gone well for her, so it's almost like maybe she shouldn't do that anymore, because it never goes well at all. It always goes very bad. So, but I like seeing her out of her, I like when they're out of their zones and doing something different that isn't their norm. I like seeing it. I enjoy that type of stuff. We finally get the backstory and motivation of the undertaking. Why the undertaking is happening. Obviously, we knew Malcolm was doing it due to his wife getting killed in the Glades and everything. But then we get to find out everyone else behind the Glade, you know, the story. Everybody is connected to the Glades. Why they have issues with it, you know, something all happened to them, and now they're all agreeing to do this. We see basically the start of the show with Robert and Oliver going on the boats and everything like that. You know, the build up, all the flashbacks were just of that. They weren't on the island. This was all before the island. So we got all of that stuff. You know, Robert not being 100% sure about going through with this. Obviously, Malcolm was not okay with that. He wants to go through this plan. He's had this plan for a long time in his mind. He has already decided, and he plans on doing it. So it was nice to see what the whole point of it was. I get their motivation. I understand it. Not saying that it's a good reason to go and level half a freaking city. I mean, crap happens, but I don't think it's worth killing a bunch of other innocent people who had nothing to do with your situation, you know? Why basically kill all those other people for one person's mistake, you know? I hate that. I don't have motivation. I don't get the motivation for that. But I understand their motivation, and it's not them just being evil to be evil. It's them thinking they're doing the right thing by clearing out all the bad and negative crap that is the Glades and making it something better. Like, I understand it. It just, obviously, it's not a good reason to still kill people. Oliver shows how much of a badass he is in this episode. I mean, he basically leaves a hallway full of guys just beaten up and damaged, and he barely took anything. When he is focused and motivated, he is the most dangerous person out there. And it was absolutely nuts how he took everybody out. It was just absolutely crazy how he was able to do that. And it was a nice little change there, you know, to actually see him be the absolute badass that he is, and how he can take out anybody if he's actually trying. So it was kind of nice to see that. I like seeing when he is determined and focused, he basically is accomplishing any goal he has. You know, he is taking out everybody in his sight. Do not get in this man's way, because he was a hurricane into that hallway. And yeah. And then Oliver figuring out everything. He's figuring out undertaking and that something bad is going to be happening soon. He doesn't know exactly what's going to happen, but he knows something big is about to be coming. Finds out his mom is part of it, even though Diggle told him a couple of episodes ago that this was happening. So he's finally figuring it out, finally realizing that, you know, shit's about to hit the fan for real. And he needs to prepare himself. He needs to get his team ready. They need to get set. They need to figure out what's going on and figure out how they're going to stop it, because it's going to be big and it's going to be bad. So I liked him trying to figure that out. And then just also our boy Walter is back. Walter is back. I don't know how long he is back for, I'm a little worried that he'll be back and then he'll be gone again. You know, he'll take a trip or a business trip just to get away. So, I don't know. But this wasn't a terrible episode. This was a nice build-up for a conclusion that is coming. Like I said, I wish we could have gotten rid of some of those other episodes that really weren't important at all. You know, that were just filler or just completely pointless, like the Huntress one and stuff, where it didn't do anything to build to the story, and I absolutely hated them, and they were bad episodes. This one wasn't on the level as the last episode, but it is still a good episode, and I am still interested to see where it's going to go from here. We have 2 more episodes left, and then we are done with the first season of Arrow, and I'm interested to see how the next 2 are going to be, you know, how episode 22 is going to be, and how the finale is going to be, you know. Is it going to be worth all this build-up, which it doesn't feel like we've gotten much build-up. It feels like we've hit a certain point where, like, we stopped talking about it, and then we're getting to the part where we're talking about it even more now, and now it's actually becoming a priority. We didn't get much of Tommy in this episode. It was more basically the undertaking situation and the backstory behind all of that. So we got more of that than anything, but we didn't get much of Tommy. I hope this doesn't mean we won't see Tommy much in the next 2 episodes. Like, I don't want to see him for a total of like 5 minutes an episode, you know. So I hope it's not we're getting just pushing Tommy out of the way and bringing other people in and just, you know, not worrying about him. So we'll see where that all goes. I'm very interested and excited to see how the build-up is going to be and how they're going to figure out the undertaking and all of that. And yeah, 2 more episodes and we are almost there. We are almost there. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the like button and comment all day. And I'm just going to stop right now.